What's up, folks? Just wanted to bring you guys in a little on what I've been working on here a little bit. I've been doing a little investigating on this paint, as you can see. So I've been sanding the roof and just kind of coming down that little panel there and up and around. I've got a little spot like here that I'm gonna have to fix up. Now on these spots, I'm just gonna cut as little as I can out of these at first and peek around behind there and just see how much rust has traveled inside that panel before I go cutting the entire thing out. Because if I can just get by with patching up that little rectangle right there and then, you know, just patching up this outer skin layer right here, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna get any more involved if I don't have to. So back to what I was saying. I've been coming around the back here and I've just been hitting this with 80 grit on my little random orbital sander, just as quick as I can, just to scuff off some of that silver. You can see the difference there. So this blue is getting back to more of the factory blue that it was. That thin layer of silver I'm trying to get off. I've been having fits with this pinstriping though. This stuff is not coming off. It's not sanding off. I've tried some paint stripper to get it off on this side. And you see it worked, but it took me down to bare metal pretty quick. The problem with going down to bare metal like that is that I'm trying to use what I can of this paint, well, minus the silver, but what I can of this original paint I'm trying to use as part of my base. And by my base, I mean I'm gonna leave it on there because it's super straight for one thing. So if I can sand it smooth and then just put a sealer, like an epoxy sealer over that, and maybe seal all of that in, and then do some, featherlight skim over any kind of hail damage and stuff like that, and wavy. I got some waves in my front fenders there. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Is that, am I dumb for thinking I can do that? Is that not the right procedure? I know it's probably not the right procedure, but I want to try to get away with, a good job, obviously, but I don't want to spend a fortune either, because like I've been saying from the beginning, this is sort of a budget build, because I've got a certain dollar amount that I'm trying to stick to before the value of the car is no longer there. In other words, I'm going to end up putting so much money into it that I'll supersede what the actual car will be worth, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So if I can sand down and then skim over some of these spots and body work them, and put some filler in them, Bondo material and things like that, and then just put an epoxy sealer over all of this. What do you guys think? Will that work? Will that be a step in the right direction, do you think? As far as, for what I'm working with here in my garage, I don't know, I'm trying to get some ideas, and I think that's a good idea. I think if I just seal it all in and then use that as my benchmark and build up from there, maybe with some 2K or something like that after, something that I can sand on and make, just glass smooth before I lay down my paint. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do on paint, you guys may laugh at me for this, but I've only been able to find one company that can match that color code blue, and that's the touchuppaint.com or whatever they are, automotive touch-up. So they've got the factory color, but I'm almost positive that factory color is not going to be the factory color that we have anymore. I don't think it's going to match exactly. So I found some good single stage paint at Eastwood that is just a shade, I mean just a shade darker than the factory blue that went on this car. So I'm thinking about doing a single stage from Eastwood. I don't know. Like I said, guys, you know, down in the comments there and let me know what y'all think. You know, I'm trying to get some good ideas for this car here and the direction to go. But, you know, they've got like an awesome Boulevard Black or something like that they call it. So I'm going to try to do the Rally Sport theme again. And I found the decals and all that stuff already. It's no problem. I can put those back on. Matter of fact, I'll take you guys over here with me to show you this here. I've been measuring. It's my little sketch here. I've been measuring my where my black goes on there. So when I do sand it off, if I discourage that fine line, you know, I can put it back. And obviously when you spray, you know, I'm gonna have spray blue over the top of the black to a certain degree before I have to put that line back in. So, but I'm thinking about doing a single stage gloss, you know, and I'm going to keep it the blue lower and the black upper because you just don't see very many Rally Sports out there on the road anymore. Everybody's got a Z28. I mean, everybody's got a Z28. Everybody wants the Z28, but the Rally Sport is essentially the same car as the Z28 with the exception of the rear end gears. So it's geared a little bit different in the rear for cruising. Whereas the Z28's, you know, geared up for hot rodding and, you know, drag racing your little buddies at the stoplight and stuff. So the Rally Sport was always kind of, you know, designated as the cruising car, you know, and then like the LTs were those were like the luxury type of edition, you know, the one that like the distinguished business person would buy and drive to the office, you know, corporate America. And then the Rally Sport was just your cruising around, you know, windows down, arm hanging out type of car. And then the Z28 was the powerhouse. So, I mean, this even has the factory YJ8 rims, which is on the build sheet. It was ordered this way from the dealer, or from the factory rather, at the dealership. So, but the problem is when they do the YJ8, when they do these turbines on as an option, they give you the 14-inch turbines instead of the 15-inch that the Z28 came with. So these have the little tiny 14-inch rims on them, which I'll change. I'm already been looking for some. I think I'm gonna do 17s on them on the whole car. Maybe a 17x8 up front and like a 17x10 on the rear just to fill it out. I don't know. I'm still playing with that and I'm still investigating. I got a long ways to go before I'm worried about rims and tires and all that crap right now. It's just, you know, I'm gonna focus on this paint and body, getting it looking a little bit better. So, anyways, I've started doing some footage of, you know, for my driving video that I've promised y'all. So I am still working on that, but I wanted to get a little bit of opinion on this before I got, you know, too horribly far with it. So I wanted to go ahead and just do this quick little video and just shoot it out there and see if maybe I can get some response. I mean, you guys are awesome. You guys are giving me some great sound advice, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm very, very in awe by the YouTube community at this point. Just you know, with people sharing and willing to give advice to folks like me. So anyhow, I'm gonna go take a shower and get this thing kind of wrapped up. I did respray and cleaned up. If I can get my keys out, sorry guys. I did respray the trunk area, so like I told you guys I would, it does look a lot better. So, and I did adjust the timing too. Adjusted the timing and the carburetor. So y'all let me know what you guys think, please.